Namaste, namaste, and everybody welcome. Everybody welcome to the art of the word that I am from the heart for you, bringing you the news from your heart. Welcome, I appreciate you. We gonna dive deep straight into it just now. Anxiety. We gonna speak about anxiety. I had such severe anxiety and depression. Anxiety was so severe that I literally wanted my body to explode so I can run away from my body. So I know what is the anxiety very profoundly on my own skin. And yesterday I had a visit when I came from the city. Friends were driving me home, and a girlfriend from a friend was in a car, and she suffers from a severe anxiety. And working with her yesterday really inspired me to speak about some things that came through yesterday now to you, because I have been so anxious, so much anxiety. And now 5 years, no anxiety. You know, sometimes we get anxious in life. Even Buddha got anxious. Every enlightened man get anxious, but anxiety, state of anxiety, the condition. We all get nervous when some shit is happening if you're sensitive. But anxiety, I haven't experienced for 5 years. And I want to bless everybody to heal their anxiety. In this video, I want to speak about a little bit how one can heal their anxiety. And actually, when we know what anxiety is and what is causing the anxiety, then we can stop doing these things, we can change these things, and then we can stop the anxiety and we can become happy in love now in the moment. In love now in the moment is the key. Anxiety is state of being in mind, in consciousness, usually in negative future that is never to happen. Like Mark Twain said, I had so many worries in life, million worries in life, which never came true. And this is anxiety. Worrying and being afraid of worst case scenarios in the future that may happen, and always worrying, what if this will go wrong, what if I go homeless, what if I go out of money, well, nobody, what if I have no food, what if they will trick me, what if that, what if this, what if that. Just anxious, all the worries that never happen actually. And then, like we spoke with that girl, then we actually project the vibration of that things that we do not want them to happen, and we acting upon it because we are afraid, we are in panic. And on the end, out of this comes that we create the reality for ourselves that we do not want for ourselves. We actually can get and create these things that we are afraid, worry, that we have anxiety about. The human mind is really so programmed, you know, weird. Out of everything, all the infinite possibilities that can happen in the future, human mind is projecting out the most negative, worst case scenario for you. And we get anxious about that. What if I lose world? What if this is the worst case of the worst cases that happen and to lose everything and now I'm shaking? Well, when we are in that state, we are in future, we are shaking, we are creating that kind of reality. So what to do? Be in the moment now. Be in the moment now. Be in the moment now. Meditate a lot. Go in nature. In nature there's no anxiety. Sit down, barefoot like I am. Meditate. Commune with Mother Nature. Because when you are in meditation, I healed my anxiety only in meditation every day, 2 hours for many years, but on the end it was healed completely. When you go in meditation, you are in the moment now. And you have to be in the moment now if you want to heal your anxiety. In a moment now, you are aligned with your true self, source, that I am, your highest self, which is love, which is trust, which is truth, which is faith, which is fullness, which is joy. And more you meditate, more and more you are aligning with your true self, with love, with happiness, with trust, with faith, with motivation, with energy, with creation. More and more you train yourself to be in a moment, and more from the higher perspective, because you are embodying in meditation more and more of your higher true self, you can release the false anxious self, and you can understand on the end, oh my God, this anxiety because I'm afraid of all these things and I'm worried about things that will never happen. This is creating the exact future that I worry about, and I have to stop that. And when you meditate, you will train yourself that you will be in a moment now, and you will embody more of happiness, trust, love, joy, faith than worry, fear, worst case scenarios, because you live more in a heart. The anxiety, although it feels here in the chest, it's actually in the mind. The mind is in the heart. That's the problem, and that's why it feels the anxious. So the secret is that you are like yesterday's past yesterday video about past traumas. This is also related. You have to heal. You watch this, you heal your past traumas. You know, I exclusively in meditation and in working myself, on my past traumas, I came from the most anxious man. I have no anxiety now. No shame, no guilt. You have to live in the moment now. Take care to be in a moment now. Focus on what you have, on the beautiful blessings, like in another video I spoke. Count your blessings, be grateful. Focus on what is now, what is working, and give your attention and energy there. Do not worry from the future. And then be in that trust, be in that hope, be in that moment. Not in hope, in faith, in trust, in being. Train yourself in meditation, work on yourself. And then do the best as you can. There is only moment now. Anxiety is fear and worry, always worrying and fearing about a future that is not here and it's not happening yet. Because in the moment now, when you are love, when you are focused on what is good, what works, you can do the best and you can create the best. And now you are creating the very next moment, the future, bright future. Bright future only comes from bright vibration. So only if you are in a moment now and doing the best that you can this moment, and you are grateful for everything. That's how anxiety heals. And like I said, yesterday we spoke with that girl. Anxiety also is connected with what others will think. You know, she doesn't dare to express herself. She doesn't dare to speak out. She doesn't dare to show her heart. You know, there's always comes anxiety when she is in new company that she would have to express herself. And then she's anxious. And from where this anxiety comes? First of all, thinking what other people will think. We are anxious. We are anxious. She's anxious how they will understand, why they will think, if they will judge and if they will be angry, what will happen. So to beat the anxiety, one has to be vulnerable, has to have courage to express himself. Like I told her, don't be anxious about the people. Don't be anxious about the people. Whoever loves you like I love you will bless you and love you with all your faults, even if you fail, whatever you do. And these are the people that you have to keep in your life. They will not cause anxiety to you. And when you express yourself, when you show your needs, when you really express what is in your heart, those who really love you are to stay with you. And those who are to object it, who want to control it, who will judge you, attack you, they are not your friends. You should remove yourself. You should remove them from your life. That's how you heal your anxiety. You express yourself. Because why she's not expressing herself is connected with not loving herself enough, thinking that she's not good enough always, thinking that she's guilty of something, and now she's anxious to express herself. So once again, video to heal the past traumas, to dive deep, why there is guilt, why there is shame, there's not enough self-love, and then we are anxious what others will think. We think we are guilty of something, we think we are not good enough, and then we are anxious to express ourselves out. Because maybe in past lives, in this life, we were hurt, we were beaten, we were really, when we expressed ourselves, beaten, and now we are anxious because of that, you know. So I told her, you heal your anxiety. First of all, you don't give a fuck what people think around you. This is their problem. You in your heart source knows you, and you don't need no other approval, and nobody else has to accept your truth. Be vulnerable. Whoever loves you will love you for who you are and bless you, truly. And whoever doesn't should get out of your life. You know. Like this. Because I will tell you something. Like I told to her, her anxiety comes from because she has things within. People are bothering her. People are trying to control her. People are doing things in her presence, in her energy that she doesn't like. And she's anxious, doesn't feel right, and she's anxious. To heal the anxiety, you have to express yourself. You have to step down and you have to say, this feels anxious to me. I'm sorry, this makes me anxious. Stop doing this. That's why you have to express yourself, because as long as you allow people to do to you in your energy what you do not want to be done upon yourself and is causing you anxiety, you will be anxious. And you will also be anxious not telling them that they should stop, and you will be putting up with what, nevertheless, what anyway is making you anxious. And now there's a problem. And now there's a very big problem. So to heal the anxiety, one has to express himself, herself, and say, I'm sorry, you are in my energy. This is my needs, my energy, this is my way. Don't do that. Doesn't feel right to me. Because as long as we will allow others to do what causes us anxious, more people will come to do this, because we anyway tolerated what we tolerated, everybody can do. We never express ourselves, and now we are anxious because we do not speak out, and we are anxious because things are happening, people are doing that are really causing anxiety upon us. But we do not declare and say, don't do this. And like I say, whoever will respect it, your sensitivity is making you anxious, they should stay in your life. But whoever shall not respect it, shall not accept it, that's not your friends. They do not love you, and they do not respect your sensitivity, your uniqueness. They are making you anxious, and you have to get them out of your life. That's the thing, you know? And then practice self-love. Practice healing guilt, healing shame, because when you Guilt is original sin. You are incarnation of the source. So you love somebody who is unconditionally loved by the God that you are. You have the love. Not thinking you're not good enough, it's guilt and all this. Because then you don't dare to express yourself. You know, you have to love yourself. You have to know I'm always the best. Whatever I did, whatever I'm doing, I'm learning the best. My soul is learning just the best lesson for the best growth. And I love myself. Be your best friend. I'm not guilty. I'm not bad. I'm just learning and I'm learning the best. Like this. You heal anxiety with loving yourself. In the morning you say how much you love yourself. You say affirmations. I love myself. I am and be in a moment and enjoy the moment. And like I said, count your blessings. Count beautiful people. Count everything that is good and focus on is good, what feels right and what doesn't cause anxiety, and then do the best things from the heart and you will do greater things. I give you my word, beloved angels. I give you my word. That's how you heal the anxiety. Anxiety you heal also, you know. I don't do Messenger. I don't do Facebook Messenger. I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. I am not even one bit sorry that I don't do Messenger. Why? Because Messenger was a place when I was most anxious in. I cannot stand these boxes. I cannot stand these boxes. I call them boxes of separation and anxiety. I can only answer one message to my mother or something important to my life or my work. Or like somebody asks something that they want to help me or something like that. But I do my work here on Facebook in joy with no anxiety, in love from the heart. So, if I would be doing Messenger, just the thought about Messenger is making me anxious. And nobody cannot understand it. It's a place when I was most anxious and I don't want to do it, even my mama knows. Everybody knows. And who couldn't accept it, I put the messages on the ignore. That's how it goes. Because whatever you are sensitive on, whatever feels wrong to you, whatever depletes your energy and makes you anxious, Messenger literally makes me anxious, and it's a place of anxiety. Just the sight of it, you know. On computer I open it sometimes, on phone no. On phone, if I send a message, I go through Facebook and there click. I don't want to see what's going on in Messenger. I download all the energy. I feel everything. And it's like place when you have to answer. It's place of expectation. I'm free. Place of... It's not for me. That's the reason. So whatever doesn't feel right to you, and if you are doing it to please others just because others want, you will have anxiety. You will be extremely anxious. Because just because they love it, they want to do it, you are to do it for them. Because they need help. They need you to save them. You will do something. I don't know what it is. For me, it's Messenger. And you will do something for them that is really causing anxiety and makes you suffer. So what is the point if I'm relieving somebody of suffering? If I'm suffering then, and I'm doing it in such a way because they expect it, I do in Messenger, and then I am to suffer. If I am teaching happiness and joy and enlightenment, then I have to be happiness and joy and enlightenment and freedom in the wind. So like, you have to know what is causing you anxiety. You have to know what doesn't feel right, because people will not know. People only know what feels right for them and not for you. So then you have to choose that and say no. I will not do this. Like I said, I will not do Messenger. And I check my messages 1 time per day on computer. And everybody has to accept it. It's a place of my highest anxiety. And I'm a teacher who is teach how we heal ourselves. So in example, I will not to do what feels wrong to me, depletes me of energy and makes me anxious, if I'm teaching you that you should not do what makes you anxious. so you can heal your anxiety. So don't expect me there. The cause of this section of the video is to tell you that whatever feels right to you, you should do. Whatever feels wrong to you is causing you anxiety. People will not know until you tell them. Sorry, I am not here to do that, but I hope you find somebody who will do this with you. This is causing me anxiety. And if they accept it, they love you for who you are, they respect your anxiety, your sensitivity. And like I said, if somebody cannot accept it and they expect that I anyway answer their messages and guide them and anything, they want me to suffer. They don't respect my sensitivity and the fact that Messenger is just a place when my balance is lost and everything. And I was listening to a video from Sadhguru, and he said same. This chat box is like this. If I open, he said, Sadhguru said, if I open, I literally feel anxious and imbalanced, and I feel all the energies and everything. This is me also. That's why also don't expect me to debate in the comments, to do all this, to do that all. No, doesn't feel right. The last day, the boy, I couldn't stop him. He just wanted to, he was analyzing my comments, analyzing this and just downloading his mind. I told him stop. He got hurt, I blocked him. He got hurt, he said, yeah, now I see what kind of a man you are. Only one-way conversation, you don't want to talk. I'm not here to talk. I am here to create many hours per day, the value from the heart. I talk to many so you reach enlightenment. And I do it in joy with no anxiety, so I can give you something that no anxiety. So you will feel anxiety also when you stop doing what really feels wrong to you, what really doesn't feel right to you. Because then you will declare it and people will not do it in front of you. You will not have to do it anymore for people because you will say, no, this is not my work, this is making me anxious. And then you will be able to focus on what brings joy and love in your heart and what takes you in the moment now, and to heal the anxiety. It's just anxiety stayed somewhere in the future that never happened, or worrying something and being anxious about doing something that you don't want to do. When you don't want to do something, you are anxious because you want it to be finished, you want it to be end. You are in future already, like when you're going to work. You always, I know us always watching on the clock, when is 3 o'clock, where is 3 o'clock so I can go home, where is 15, where is 3 o'clock. Always in the future, anxious, come on, let it go. So you heal the anxiety when you stop doing what doesn't feel right to you, even if everybody loves it like this messenger. Sorry, if you want me to suffer, then you don't love me. And if you expect me to do messenger, then you want me to suffer. But I'm here to set you free and set everybody free. Don't expect me there. Another point, anxiety comes also again from the future. It's always being anxious about things in the future that didn't happen. The great anxiety comes. We get attached, we want to control, we expect, we demand. When we have expectations from people, from situations, demands, conditions, and we want to control it, we want to make it, we want to really be the controller, then we are anxious because we cannot control anything. And when we try to control, we actually go into lower vibration of control and we block the channel of manifestation, we block the channel of creation, of blessings, and then we lower our vibration, and that what we want to control and expect and what we want to push, we actually push far away from us. And as it's getting far and far away, we're getting more and more anxious because we are realizing we cannot control it, we cannot expect anything, but we expect it, so we want to control it and make it. We get disappointed and very anxious. That's why in work, in cooperation, in friendship, in relationships, so much expectations, so much control, so much attachment. And then because want to control, want to make it happen, want to push, so many expectations, and then so much drama, so much suffering, and so much anxiety. I'm so anxious because he didn't do what I told him that he should do, but I expect that he should do. I'm so anxious, I'm going crazy. What will happen? I have to get this, I have to do this work by 3 o'clock. If I don't do, I'll go crazy. It's always the control. It's always we want to control things. And then we get anxious because we cannot control nothing. Anxiety stops when we are in the moment now, doing what we can do now, feeling everybody as a blessing, as a gift of love, and we are blessing everybody with our love. We don't expect nothing, we don't control nothing. State of anxiety is being love and giving best love and doing the best you can do in the moment now, focusing on what works and what you're working now and what is beautiful and what is joy. And you don't expect nothing, you don't want to control anything. You set everyone free, no attachments, even your lover. And whatever you give out is gift of love, and whatever they give you is gift of love, surprise of love, with no expectation, like a child, surprised in the moment. You're playing in now, and that's how anxiety heals, beloved angel. I mean, yeah. You live in a moment, you do the best you can do, no expectations, no control, focusing on what works, on what is beautiful, no expectation. Whatever the fruits coming, the others are giving, what others are doing to you. If your love is making love to you, it's a gift. It's nothing you want to control, you want to expect. Everything is a gift. That's how you heal the anxiety. You know. How is knowing that guilt is original sin? You are not guilty of nothing. I'm going to say something about worries also. When we are anxious, we are afraid and worry about things that never happened. And we create this. But if we are in a moment now, we focus on what works, we count our blessings, we are grateful, we have energy to do the best thing now. From the heart we are creating the best next moment. But if we are anxious, worrying, we are creating just that, what we are worrying about. So we have to stop. We have to stop. What other people think, fuck them. They don't know you. They don't know themselves even. They should know themselves. Only God's source in your heart that you are knows you really who you are. And your truth never changes. So to be anxious about what people think, who cares that? God knows, source knows always what you know. They think it's their head only. This I told the girl. And you are not anxious anymore when you know that your heart always understands you and is never misunderstood. When you really work on self-love, that you have no guilt, that you are always good enough, always the best, you are your best friend, then the anxiety also disappears. You can express yourself, you can show yourself to the world. Takes courage. Takes courage to heal anxiety. So also I recommend a video about healing the past traumas. I will do a video about self-love because I cannot speak 1 hour just on this portion now. But yes, self-love is most important. You know that you are good enough. And you are not anxious what people will think. They will judge you, they will criticize you. You don't give a fuck. You know that you are the love that I am, and whatever they think is their problem. So when you heal your guilt, when you know you're good enough, you heal your traumas, you heal your anxiety also, and now you can express yourself. You are not afraid what people will think, but you roar. So how to heal anxiety? Like I said in this point, to change these things. To be in a moment now. Not to care what people think. Not try to control anything. Get rid of your attachment, cut your attachments, no expectations. Whatever doesn't feel right to you, if it feels right to everyone, you should stop doing it because you are anxious if you're doing it. If you allow people that they do it, you are anxious about not telling them, not expressing them, and anxious about that everybody is doing this in your presence. And love yourself, and love yourself, and live in the moment now. Anxiety is worrying about a future that never happened. It is to never happen, and then creating this future. And to heal the anxiety once again, like I said, whatever relaxes you. Like I'm in nature now. I'm always in nature 3-4 hours a day. Relaxing, meditation, barefoot, grounding, receiving the sunlight energy, sun codes. And in meditation we align with our true self, with our higher self. We are aligned with the ascension column. Now we embody and download more of our true self, love, trust, faith, courage, power. And we integrate more and more our true self, and then we understand the full self. We can dive deep into traumas. We can understand that we have to release for fears, worries. We can heal the full self. Meditation is so powerful, and meditation takes us in the moment now and in positivity. And if we practice meditation every day, anxiety is in the future that never happened, but in meditation you are in love now, in the fullness and completion of the moment, in trust, in faith, in love. Not worrying, but being afraid, but love and knowing and trusting. And we are more and more practicing to live in a moment and have this positive vibration of trust, doing, knowing, loving. And then we can really do that great things, you know. We are in a moment. We are embodying more love, more trust, more knowing, more doing, more being. You're not afraid and worrying of the future, but we live in a moment now, and we are embodying our true self more and more, and we work for a true self in trust, in faith, in full power. No anxiety, only peace. And to remove people who cause anxiety from your life and whatever causes anxiety, and to focus on people that take you in a moment, that suit your soul, that make you feel worthy, that yes you can, that make you feel that things will be good, that everything will be alright, like I'm telling you always, everything will be alright. And focus on good things. So that's about it. Because I was the most anxious one, I healed anxiety. Been being in a moment in meditation. Just like I went through this video. Thank you. We are in this together. I healed my anxiety, such severe anxiety and depression and many mental disorders, and came to the stage of happiness that I am and peace. Just that I can share to you, that I can teach others, inspire others by my own path so they can heal their anxiety. I can give them higher understanding and everything like this. Just so I can help and assist you. I helped myself. And when you help yourself, you heal your anxiety, you become a master, you help others like this. And this is what's going on. So thank you for being part of the art of the word, and I am from the heart. Without you, I would not be able to do one video, nothing. And I'm here to serve, so you can become greater. No anxiety, no depression, love, trust, hope in a moment, and we can do greater things together. I'm here to teach enlightenment. So thank you, you are always welcome. And if you get some help, thank you. That's what I'm here. So you can rise stronger, wiser, with no anxiety, happier, love. Thank you, everybody. Family. And if anybody feels like you want to support my creation, you want to support the art of the word that I am from the heart with a donation, every single coin, nothing is too small. I'm a simple man. I appreciate every single coin, because I'm actually living on faith and in trust. I could be so anxious. If I would be worrying, will I get money next month? Will I be sustained? Will I pay bills? Will this come? Will that come? I could go completely in the fear and in the worries. And I could be completely gone anxious because I have what will happen, no security. I could be every month like this, and then I will end up homeless. I will end up completely fucked up. I will end up without anything, and all these terrible things would happen. But I choose to trust and live in faith and be the teacher, be the power and example that I am. We are in this together, and I choose to do the greatest work of the art, the word that I am from the heart, in greatest abundance, in greater gold, and then I'm building up trust. I am the faith, and I am the being of the great teacher, the vibration that I am, and everything resolves. I don't choose fear and worry. I choose love now and word that I am from the heart to give you. So I am eligible to speak this video about, because I'm actually living it. I could be most anxious if I would focus on fear and worries. I choose to be trust and faith and being the word that I am, and doing the best work, being the best that I can, doing the best work in the moment. Now I give you my word, and I trust that the universe source in the heart of those who love is to maintain me by mysterious ways if I just do the best work. So I'm so grateful for every single donation that comes, and thank you, and I'll never forget you. No donation too small, no donation too big. I know more I rise in this world, now I'm just a simple man, more I rise in this world, more I'm to use to spread the word, and my mission to serve people so people can free themselves, from anxiety when they get enlightened. And I am the vibration and trust and faith of the word that I am now. Regardless the likes on Facebook, regardless whatever, I am the master that I am. And I know what I'm here to do. And I have to have faith and trust and live in the moment now. No worries, no fear, no anxiety. And give you the greatest word that I am, so you can become greater than I am. Thank you. I'll never forget you. Whoever offered me a donation, I put a link down there. It's only for those that feel in the heart, in joy, no anxiety. Only those who want to, like I giving you the word. If you also want to support. But in giving you receive, maybe in energy you receive even more of my love, more of blessings. Sometimes invisible gifts are the most profound and most complete. But I also add white light source healing to every single soul, heart, body, whoever offered me a donation. Quantum healing, white light, no appointment. You don't need to rest beyond time and space. Just a day or two after your donation, you will feel lighter, you will feel more balanced, you will feel more clear, you will feel more grounded. I'll just balance your energies. I purify the shit out of you. All these energies, I fill you up with white light, I ground you, I fill you up. This is what I can do. I cannot heal you. But if you do that, I cannot teach you anything. You have to teach yourself. You save yourself. You get enlightened by you doing the changes, you having a faith in yourself, and you doing the work, and you doing the changes. Yes, and you heal yourself by changing your habits, by having faith and doing work on yourself. I'm just an instrument of love, and I love you. Thank you, family. May everybody heal their anxiety, because I was most anxious, but I'm now anxiety free. What I tell you, just the thinking of Messenger causing me anxious feeling. So don't do that what causes you anxiety. Namaste. I love you, and see you every day, hopefully, with some pauses, some vacation also. Please. Namaste. No anxiety. Everything is beautiful this moment. Mwah!